Welcome back to Sleepover. My name is Daniel Cabral.
I'm Vince Caldera.
I'm Luis Lamus.
And folks, we are back with our very first episode because the other one got deleted.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. We're back.
Okay.
We're back.
Our whole database got deleted.
We got hacked, actually. What's that called again when they steal your info and then
Blackmail?
Docs? Is it no?
Is it blackmail when they delete all your shit and then they like...
No, it's when they hold it hostage. They hold companies' like information hostage and they're like, oh, well...
Oh, docs. I think docs.
Docs?
I think they docs. Like they find your address and everything like that.
No, that's different.
That's different.
Hezbollah.
Ransom?
Yeah, ransom.
Ransom?
I think so.
We're stupid.
Wow.
God damn it.
Who's doing that to us? Who would want to do that? I have nothing but
MMA
friends.
fans?
Yeah. Dude, I got kicked in the leg recently, and I was like, that shit kind of hurt. I wanted to make a follow. I'm still thinking of doing this because I go to Muay Thai right now, and I want to have my coach.
And you went this morning, right?
Dude,
yeah.
I was gonna go, and it was like 7:30, and I was like, "It's too cold, bro." Because like you had to get out of bed, you had to go out into the cold, and then you got to go into the little gym, and you're not wearing shoes. Then you got to hit the bag, and your foot is cold, and your leg is cold.
Damn. And then the bag is harder because it's cold.
Honestly, yeah. When I played baseball and I had to throw, and you'd get hit in the hand sometimes,
that hurts.
That shit would hurt so much more.
It's crazy because you think the mitt is gonna help you like a cushion, but it actually
sometimes if you catch it wrong, or even when you hit the bat. Hit the ball with the bat, it just stings your hands a lot.
Are you supposed to use the webbing of the mitt more than the actual?
But even if you're the catcher?
There's like a little piece you got to catch it right.
Okay.
Yeah,
you got to catch it right here. Sometimes things go wrong and you just get hit right in the hand though. And it's just cold. It's cold in LA right now, and I hate it. It's 51 degrees. And I just I want to die.
It's pretty cool.
But it's crazy because it looks nice outside. You expect it to look much better.
It's like a catfish, dude.
Oh
wow!
You've never been catfished, right, Daniel?
Have I been catfished? I don't know. I think maybe I want to be the catfish.
You want to be the catfish?
Yeah, I feel like I catfish women all the time.
Wow.
They're like, this guy's handsome. He seems like a regular guy. And they go on a date, and then I catfish them with my personality.
Oh, with your personality.
Yeah, like,
not with your looks.
Like, this is not,
you're catfishing with personality.
Like, this is not what I expected.
In a way, we're all kind of, we're putting up a front.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like you kind of do that like when you apply to jobs too. I think I've probably done that with some jobs where I'm like, I can do MS Office.
That's right. Since Vince can no longer date, since he's a very loyal man, he just has to translate it into like job hunting.
Job hunting, yeah. Or when I list things online, perfect condition, no smells, no odors,
lightly worn. I'm like, that shit's been going.
That's just been thrashed.
That's been through shit.
That's been through some turbulence, bro. I sent Vince this story today. Your brother was flexing.
Bro, yeah.
He had his
my brother's also 16,
he
bro.
Had his shirt off, bro.
You sent me more pictures of my brother than anybody.
You sent a shirtless pic of his own brother too?
Bro, his brother was looking ripped. And I said,
wait, let me see. Pull it up.
Yeah, she recently deleted.
Dude, let's see.
Open up your camera roll. Open up your camera roll right now.
No, it was on Instagram.
Let
me see. It was on. Dude, he left me on scene. I said, bro, this dude is buff as hell.
Holy shit.
Yeah, my brother's really buff.
You guys can't see it.
Can we edit it in? Like, can we
No, don't do that to him. Don't do that to him.
Why not? If I look like that, I want everyone to see.
I want everyone to see.
Wait, let me see that.
Dude,
shit.
like, guy is like a tank right now.
My brother is ripped.
Oh yeah, I don't give a damn, bro.
That's funny.
I said, bro, this dude is buff as hell. And Vince said, I know, right? Haha. And I said, he might be able to steal your girl.
Yeah.
And Vince left me on
bro,
scene.
You leave him around Joanna like that?
Yeah.
Bro,
that's crazy.
He like she walks in the kitchen in the morning.
I set up like a camera inside my home.
Oh, for sure, dude. You can't leave a dog like that around your girl.
Oh my God, this is my brother and my girlfirst.
I know,
talking about.
dude. You can't.
Isn't that your worst fear? Isn't that your worst fear?
That's not my worst fear because I know it's not gonna happen.
Bro, never say never. You know what I mean? Your family.
Bro, he is a child. My girlfriend is like 28.
Bro, your family has a history of fucking you over.
My family. That's funny.
There's like.
Y'all are crazy.
I'm sorry.
Do you have any more family drama going on, Vince? Not your brother fucking your girlfriend, but
we'll just say he looks buff as hell, bro. Like if you guys
wait, what is
your
biggest fear then? If that's not
my biggest fear, I am afraid of dying. That's my real. That's
really?
Okay. Yeah, I'm afraid to die.
You die and then Davian comforts Joanna at the funeral.
You're crazy.
I mean, dude, it's like, have you seen that movie Brothers with Jake Gyllenhaal?
Wait, is it Three Brothers?
No, it's not Jake Gyllenhaal. Is it Jake Gyllenhaal?
Jake Gyllenhaal and Tobey Maguire.
It is.
I think it's Jake.
I feel one of them, and then Tobey Maguire flips out because he has to.
It's for sure Toby.
Okay, he has to kill. I know it's Toby for sure because I've seen this scene on TikTok all the time. He flips out because he had to murder another soldier to get back home. Because
It is Jake.
It is, and then he goes back home.
And Natalie Portman.
Yeah, Natalie Portman, and then Natalie Portman, I guess, saw his brother for a second because she thought he was dead, and he's like, "I did all this to get home, and you fucked my brother," and he's just like, "Whoa!"
That's not.
That could be you. I'm just kidding. But it's good. It's good to be back.
It's good to be back.
It's good to be back.
That's a really big tangent. It's good to be back.
It's good to be back.
I have a funny family story.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sorry.
Daniel and I went to go see the Eagles recently. Vince, show him your shirt. Show him your shirt because we're all wearing Eagles shit. Daniel and I went to go see the Eagles. It was lit as fuck. They just really didn't miss.
What was the best song for you? Like, what were you like? Oh, this is great. I'm glad they played it.
Interestingly enough, Steely Dan opened and they didn't do it again, which pissed us off.
Did they do Dirty Work?
They did do Dirty Work, which is pretty cool.
I'd be fine with
but
that.
they played Mild School, which is my favorite Steely Dan song.
Okay.
Well, Do It Again is better, but Mild School is really fun to hear live. But Hotel California was sick live.
Yeah.
In the City.
In the City, yeah.
Ooh.
In the City was
that was really fucking lit.
Joe Walsh was there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Joe
yeah.
Walsh carried.
Dude.
No, I don't say he carried because that made other people sound bad, but he fucking kind of carried.
Like
Does his voice still kind of sound the same?
His voice wasn't the same, but his guitar, the way he played it was fucking crazy.
But he's always sounded like kind of like an oddball. So
Yeah,
he
that's
had
true.
like a kind of float.
He's had a life.
He had, bro. I can't. What's that line? I can't complain, but sometimes I still do. That is such a fucking. I was like, life's been good to me so far. In the city. In the city, and then one of these nights, obviously.
One of these nights was that was really sick.
I was waiting for these old people to stand up. We were sitting.
Oh, dude, we were
sitting.
the youngest people at this concert for 25 years.
It's nice to be one of the hottest people at a concert just by default.
By default.
Yeah.
By default.
Yeah.
We got up to the seats, right? And they're kind of good. And then I thought, man, these are some pretty good seats. And I looked to my right, and we're sitting next to a blind dude. And I was like, damn, maybe these seats aren't that good. His homie, I bet he was like, yeah, bro, we're sitting right in the front row. You think that guy, when he left the forum and people were like, what did you do on Saturday? He's like, yeah, I saw the Eagles and Steely Dan.
He's so stupid.
And they're going to be like, yeah, chill.
This is actually the second run-in we've had with like a blind person recently.
Yeah?
Really?
Oh, who's the
Because
other
at
one?
Chatterbox, remember?
Oh,
You guys
bro.
had a blind guy at Chatterbox?
Yeah.
Blind people keep on fucking with me, man.
Bro, I'm blind.
At Chatterbox on Thursday, there was a blind comic named Tox who was actually, his set was really, really good.
Can I say one thing
Oh,
about
is that
him?
the guy that you put in the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went on stage and he just had sunglasses. I was like, bro.
He was like a bigger Latino dude just wearing sunglasses, like slick black hair, all black look.
Yeah, and he had this question. He's like, "Who here knows my shtick?" And I was like, "Is he gonna just do like a ventriloquist thing or something?" And some people were like, "Yeah." And then he goes and proceeds to say that he's blind. And I'm like, "Bro, being blind is not a shtick. It's a disability." Dude.
That's funny.
It's
Like
not-
you can stop doing a shtick at any moment.
Yeah. But the thing that tripped me out about Talks the most, and Lewis, I still don't understand this shit, is that when I shook his hand, he knew where my fucking hand was.
Oh.
Yeah.
He said he felt for you to reach out for him.
Rewind the footage, folks, because I don't believe.
The thing that got me even more was I lit him and he acknowledged it. He's like, I saw it.
Yeah. And I want, bro, right?
Then he still ran the light. We still had to play him off stage.
All right. Well, that sounds like a blind person thing.
I wanted to throw something at him just to see if he would catch. Like Steve.
You're just trying to call this guy's bluff.
Well, like I was like, Steve, give me a lime, and I wanted just to go like.
But I heard he was partially blind. more than
Really?
anything else.
Oh,
Yeah.
like visually impaired.
I'm legally blind.
Hello, ladies, I'm partially gay. From the bottom half.
From the bottom.
Yeah.
From the bottom up.
From the bottom up. I would love to be gay from the bottom up. I think. Wait,
Bottoms up.
but I'd love to be gay from right here to right here.
So just your chest?
Just have abs.
Okay.
Just have an incredible
okay,
abs,
okay,
dude. If
okay.
I was gay from just the torso and then straight in the mouth, and then
straight into your mouth.
straight
Yeah.
into my mouth. Yeah.
That's cool.
Pause.
Pause.
Vince, you just returned from the wildest city
Yeah.
in the Midwest.
I was in Chicago for like a few days. I think from Wednesday to Sunday.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
You really held it down out there.
Held it down out there. The show was really
It
fun.
was snowing, right?
It was snowing towards the last 2 days, and like I don't really like being out in the cold, but it was really pretty. You know, you get to go outside. You think about all the stuff that you could do. You know,
and you did none of it.
I did none of it. You know? Yeah, I just kind of was in the hotel, being like, "Damn, I could really be out there."
It's so funny having your location turned on my phone now because I just see you like doing the most mundane shit ever.
Oh yeah, we all have each other's locations shared.
I don't have Lewis.
I don't have Daniel's.
Let me see.
Okay,
I'll share my Lewis right now.
Most of us have each other's
share it
location, and we just kind of like check in on each other, and we'll see like.
Vince is always at Goodwill.
I'm always at Goodwill or Trader Joe's.
Oh, you got something really funny at Goodwill recently, didn't you?
Oh yeah, show
So
it.
all right, so I went to the bins, and that's
Describe
where you
the
buy.
bins to them. I think you describe the bins, but just
Yeah. So I went to
for any new listeners.
So I went to Goodwill, specifically the bins. The bins is a place where you buy by the pound. So things aren't organized. You actually have to sort through things
like
to
me
find
picking up
stuff.
girls, you know?
And at the bins,
Buy
you
by
buy
the
stuff by the pound, so you can get things really cheap. Anyways, I found this Lakers jersey,
Nice. Always love a Lakers jersey.
but I don't know too much about basketball, and I got Karl Malone. And I was like, oh, that's probably a good Laker player. It's a Mitchell and Ness jersey. I'm like, okay, cool. But Karl Malone is, I guess, a villain.
He's a villain.
Oh, yeah.
If there was a basketball player that reminded me of Vince Caldera, it would be Karl Malone.
Josh Giddey.
Got Josh Giddey. Karl Malone.
You're stupid.
Oh, Josh Giddey. We'll get to Josh Giddey, bro. That guy is.
That guy's crazy.
Bro, that guy's like a relative of yours. You guys cut from the same cloth.
Oh my God.
But Karl Malone, he impregnated an underage girl, or he
Multiple times.
multiple times. God damn, bro.
nickname-
All
was
with
the
the
mailman.
Jazz or with the Lakers?
With the maybe I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
with the Lakers, he's probably a dog up until the end.
Bro was literally a dog. He tried spitting game with Kobe's wife. You
Wow.
know, the Mamba's wife. Then he's still despicable. I think he's known as being a despicable guy on the internet forums now. And
Damn.
Vince was like, "That's the jersey I want."
I was like, that's a jersey I want to give to Daniel because I think he'd really appreciate it.
Oh man.
He actually, when Vince got into my car, he was like, "Do you think this jersey's a 3X?" And I was like, "Let's throw it on Daniel, and if it fits right, it's a 3X."
Dude, I'm trying to-
And then you put it out, and I'm like, actually, I think it's a 4X.
Bro, I've been getting bulky lately. I feel like if you're a big guy in a Lakers jersey, you start looking like Grimace. You know?
That's funny.
And that's
You look like one of the mascots.
yeah. That's when it's time. I was like, all right,
Somehow it's worse with the yellow.
yeah.
Yellow's not a good color to wear, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's hard. I mean, that's the thing that scares the Green Lantern, right?
Yellow,
Yellow,
yeah.
yeah.
Sinestro, dude.
He's like, ooh, I don't like that color at all. Fuck, dude. It's good to be back. Did I ever tell the people about me and the Drake tickets?
Oh, I don't think you did.
I think you might have.
the scam?
That you got scammed.
Did I tell the people? I'll tell them again, folks.
Here we go.
Because we've been gone for so long. I don't know if we talked about it. If I didn't talk about it last episode, then I never talked about it at all.
You didn't talk about it last
All
episode.
right. Well, a few months ago, I spent some money to go see Drake.
What was your cap when you were gonna
Yeah,
go
what's
see
the
Drake?
most you'll spend it? Well, on a general concert like the Eagles, and then on Drake, because I'm sure there's a big difference.
All right. Well, the most I'd see on Drake is probably like $1,000. I'd spend $1,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
For one ticket.
For one ticket.
How
yeah.
close would that get you?
Front row, hopefully.
Really?
I mean, yeah. Drake. And
Why haven't you been answering my DMs? Please, just one.
What would you guys do?
At
if I
least
was-
leave me on scene.
What would you guys do if I was just kicking it with Drake one day? Like you just checked my story and I
Honestly-
played it close to the chest. We were just at like Dave's Hot Chicken.
I feel happy for you.
Honestly,
Really?
most of the times when I see Drake post up his like guy friends, I'm like, who are these losers?
Yeah. Wait, what?
I'm like, fuck. Who are the? He's like, look at the. He's recording some random. He's like, the boy over here, and I'm like, who is this fucking guy? Like,
Who is this boy?
You've never posted him before. You're not gonna post him afterwards. Like, who are these fucking losers?
He might be a cool guy, bro. But I spent money on these. I was gonna go with Diego, friend of the pod, and
Huge friend of the pod.
One day he'll just be on it. He'll just be around.
That'd be a
dude.
good one to
That'd
have
be
on.
funny. It's just. But I bought these tickets and they were really cheap. It was like maybe $75 each, and I was like, wow, that is a steal.
Yeah.
that is a steal for.
That wasn't a red flag to you.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, I don't know. Sometimes people like try letting
What
go.
website? Or
Craigslist. All right, now listen.
All right, keep going.
Listen.
Keep going. Let's hear you.
Okay, because I did this one time before with Dua Lipa, right? I bought tickets for Dua Lipa on the cheap, and then I had to call the guy, and I said, "Why are you selling them so cheap?" And he's like, "Look, bro, they were tickets for my girlfriend, and we broke up like 2 days ago, and I'm really hurt right now, and I just want somebody to take them off my hands." And I was like, "Oh man, that sounds like sad as hell." And I was like, "I've been there, bro, but I'll take them off you." And
Been there.
So we were on the phone. We were on the phone with each other, and then I sent him the money at the same time he sent me the tickets, and I got them, and I was like, wow, people aren't so bad, you know? It's like a nice white dude from
Yeah.
like the South Bay, and I was like, all right, I'll do this again with Drake. I call the phone, I call up the number, and the guy picks up and he says, "Hello, my friend." And I was like, fuck, this is the most Indian dude I have ever heard online. But I'm like, look, I'm not racist like my dad, because my dad gets phone calls from Indian scammers all the time. And instead of just hanging up the phone, he will just berate them for 30 minutes and they'll berate him for 30 minutes.
Oh my God.
He'll be like, you Indian motherfucker. And then the Indian will be like, fuck you, you fucking beaner.
Oh my God, they're going at it.
They'll go at it. And I'm like, Pop, you could just hang up the phone at any time. And they'll go off. But I'm like, look, I'm not my dad. I'm going to give this guy the benefit of the doubt, you know? And I ask him why he's
That was your first problem.
Yeah, that's been my problem.
First mistake.
That's been the mistake I've had my entire life. And
Wait, did you say this was on Christmas Day?
no. This was this was near my birthday.
Okay.
And I called, and I'm like, the guy says that he works in tech, right? And I'm like, okay, these Indian motherfuckers do work in tech. That's how we got the tickets so cheap, and he just didn't want to see them. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna send you $75 right now, and I'll send me one ticket. And I send the money, and he's like, oh, I can't split the tickets. Something went wrong. He's like, you got to send both. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna trust you. And he's like, look, I'm a trustworthy guy. And he's just like mulling.
Did he say that?
Yeah,
Did he say I'm a trustworthy guy?
And I was like, well, who would lie about being trustworthy? And he's talking to another.
lie about being trustworthy.
He's talking to another.
So stupid.
He's talking to another.
I didn't believe him before, but the moment he said that,
As soon as he said it, I gained so much trust.
And I was like, you seem like a trustworthy guy. You seem like a good guy. I'll trust you for a second. And he's talking to some other woman in the room, and it appears to be his wife. He's like, honey. And he's like, blah, blah. I'm like, all right.
wow, he's building layers.
He's world building.
He's got lore and stuff. He said he's got kids, and I sent him the money.
He's like, one of my kids is sick.
I send him the money, and then the line disconnects. And I'm like, fuck. And then right when it disconnects, I get a text message that says, like, your tickets have been confirmed. And I'm like, all right. And I try clicking on it, but it's just a screenshot. And I was like, nah, because it has my information on it, like my name and stuff. And I was like, this motherfucker wasn't actually like transferring the ticket. He was just photoshopping some shit. And he sent it to me, and I tried calling him back like 10 times. My number got blocked. And I sent a text message, and the fucking thing started turning green, and the number was blocked too.
Wow.
And I was like, dude, fuck this guy, man. So I called up Citibank immediately. I called the Citibank number, and they put me through the little robot, and I'm like, speak to representative. And I wait 2 minutes, and it finally goes to a representative, and all I hear is, hello, my friend. And I was like, bro, is it the same motherfucker?
It's another dude.
I don't know. I think it's the same guy. I was like, dude, he might have just taken off one hat and put on another. These guys are good, bro. But I love
That's pretty funny.
I love the Indians, man.
Oh, they're great. I actually, this is very weird. When at my school, I remember one time I was going to get like some lunch with a classmate, and I noticed this at the exact same convenience store. It was only ever Indian students working there. And they all knew each other. They were all friends. Like, you'd go to any other place. Like, I swear it was only ever Indians working, like,
Really?
like as cashiers at my school.
Where at?
CSUN.
Damn, I should have went to CSUN more often.
What?
Just
Just to see the Indians, bro.
But it was just like part of me was like, this feels racist to notice this connection that they're all in, but they all just happen to be Indian.
Maybe they have like a certain population. Like sometimes there's demographics.
Yeah.
Like
I just thought it was like a
Minneapolis
work
has like a Somali population, and you wouldn't like.
Yeah. Dude, my dad hates Somalis, man.
Really?
Is your dad beefing with everyone?
No. He just
Who does he like?
he likes everybody, but bro, that fool fucking
Like, unless they are.
he legitimately hates Somalis
Because of what they did to Captain
Because of the
Sully.
movie.
Huh?
Because of Captain Phillips.
Nah, he did.
Captain Phillips. I confused the Tom Hanks.
It is
biopics.
connected in this movie. I don't even know if I want to say it, but my dad he spent some time in prison in like the Minnesota area, the North Dakota area.
Okay, this makes sense. I just said there was a Somali.
And there's a very high population of Somalis, barely few Mexicans, so he had to kick it with like Native Americans and stuff like that. And he just said they were annoying as fuck. These are his words, not mine. So whenever he watches the movie Captain Phillips, he loves the ending, bro, because they just shoot them in the head.
Oh my god.
When they kill the Somalis, he'll like rewind that shit. He's like, look at it.
That's crazy.
I'm like, bro. Yeah.
I was hanging out with Alfred and Joel in Chicago. Alfred is a comedian, and Joel is a videographer.
Too, yeah.
He's been on the pod before. You can check out that episode. But anyways, we were looking at
Joel
Joel's
will never
tattoos.
be on the pod. Mm-hmm.
Joel has a lot of tattoos of the Beatles, and Alfred was telling Joel,
Really? How many?
he has a good amount. He has like Abbey, like the Abbey Road thing
walking.
right here. He has like some kind of like civil rights activist. That's like this black woman on his arm too.
You know, Drake got that Abbey Road tattooed on his arm, but he's at the front.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he added himself to the front.
That's kinda
he's
cool,
leading
yeah.
the Beatles.
Who did he replace?
He didn't.
He just
it's
added-
all-
he
added himself to it.
Drake has the
front.
worst tattoos in the world.
He has a Sade tattoo too.
Yeah,
He has a
big one.
KD and Steph Curry tattoo.
Dude, I don't even think like if you're Drake and you have a Sade tattoo and she hasn't been on any of your songs, I feel like that's a big miss.
Has he sampled her at all either?
No,
What the fuck is
I'm
he
sure he sampled her at some point.
No.
Maybe she's never cleared the sample.
yeah, because a lot of the only rapper that Sade has done a song with is Jay-Z.
Really?
Wow, shit.
And that says a lot about.
Oh, but
It was a different time.
Go back to Jovin's Beatles tattoos.
So Joel has like these Beatles tattoos, this civil rights tattoo, and Alfred was like, Joel, you can never go to prison because they're gonna see your tattoos and then they're gonna start picking on you. They're gonna be like, this one has Beatles tattoos, and he's like, you're gonna have to pick a side somewhere.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I'm picking on him out here.
Yeah.
You know, and like, dude.
I brought this up to Chris Estrada recently at the which was it? It was in some place kind of far away. Where Oxnard.
Yeah, Oxnard.
And I brought this up to Chris Estrada, but I brought up this joke that I say where if I could never go to prison and like I'd kill myself.
You would?
instead of going. Yeah, I think so.
Nah, I don't
maybe.
think you would.
Well, but
You would kill yourself?
Chris is like, hey, don't do that shit, fool. And I was like, dude, if I go to prison, I'm gonna get raped. Like, there's just
Bro,
do you
there's
really
no way
believe
around
that?
it.
Prison doesn't work like that, dude.
But the funniest shit was when I said that, Chris is like, yeah, but you don't want to kill yourself. So he never at any point was like, that's not going to happen to you. He's just like, you know what? That might happen, but the other alternative is worse.
It for sure could happen, but I don't think they're gonna rape you right off the bat, bro.
Yeah,
you gotta
yeah.
look. You speak Spanish.
Yeah, I do.
You'll probably click up with some people, and they'll be like, "That's Lewis."
I'd have to join a gang. That's
Oh, that's
crazy.
Luisito.
Yeah, everybody. Has
I'm
to-
nervous about joining the
No,
gang.
it's
What
not
if they don't like me?
Yeah, well, I mean, bro, people out here barely.
Um,
Honestly, if I went to prison, I'd want you two to come as well.
Yeah, I'd for sure join
You'd
you.
snitch on us?
Yeah.
You're like, I gotta bring the boys. I gotta bring the boys. I'm gonna snitch.
If we all went to prison for doing a crime, man, that'd be such a fun time.
Dude, sleepover from prison?
Yeah.
That's
we
funny.
do our Folsom prison.
Our next guest is registered.
Do you know what Vince is doing right now?
I have to send money to someone right
He's pulling
now.
out his bank account just to show me how much he has in his account and flex on me and be like,
Ooh.
"You ain't got it like that."
You're sending
You ain't
money right
doing
now,
the
man?
road.
Someone asked me to. Well, Joanna asked me to send her something really quick because yeah.
That's great. Vince is just paying his girl's bills on the
I know,
phone.
bro. Vince
What would
is-
you do if you found out one of your homies was paying a girl's bills?
A girl's bills?
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard.
And this homie lives in New York.
I've heard of some
and
shit.
and his
Bro, I don't-
one curly haired motherfucker.
I don't even buy women drinks like really at like when I go to bars. I'm not like, let me buy you a drink. I'm like, I'll sit with you for a bit, and if it occurs, maybe. But dude,
I've asked to buy a girl drinks twice, and both times I've gotten like shut down, and they're just like, no. And I'm just like, all right, you're missing out.
you got to weasel your way in, dude. You know, but buying stuff for a girl outright like that, paying for things.
Vince, would you ever pay a girl's bills? Well, no.
A girl that does not live with you and that you
A
have
girl
not
is not,
like,
like
Like a fling.
Let's say I'm like not in a relationship. Like, would I pay like for girls like stuff and things like
Sure,
that?
yeah.
Nah, dude. I have my own things that I want to buy.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
yeah.
pay for someone else's stuff. You figure that out.
It's like, go shopping, girl, on me.
On me?
Dude, whipping my
I'm
Audi.
like, send me your Amazon wish list.
Is
and
it?
then I'll
Oh
pick
yeah,
stuff.
it is Goodfellas where it's like I'm gonna go shopping. He's like, how much do you need? And she shows like how much of a stack she wants.
Oh wow,
In 6 months, that could be Vince.
Wow.
How do you feel that your whole life can change in a year?
it's exciting.
Really?
Yeah, because change could be positive and negative.
Yeah.
But
Well, let's-
I feel like it could change for the positive.
What if it's like a monkey paw, where like you get everything you wanted, but it's also not what you wanted at all? You ever get nervous about that?
I think about that sometimes. I've felt that a lot with jobs. I've felt that a lot with like stand-up opportunities, and I think just like doing the best that you can and feeling good about what you've done is enough.
Do you think? What if they're like, Vince? We're gonna we're gonna put the special on HBO, not
Okay.
Max. We're going back to HBO. It's gonna have the little
We're unmerging.
right before it. You got to wear a dress.
Like in general,
You
or
gotta
like,
wear a dress.
You got to wear a dress.
We're photoshopping a dress on.
You got to wear a dress.
I feel like that might create buzz. They'd be like, "Why is he wearing a dress?"
Fuck.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do
I
you?
like how Vince got cozier on the.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like this?
I like this, dude.
This
I
is
wanna-
like
I wanna
this,
record like
this is
this.
like tell me more.
It is better because the last episode Vince was like this and I was like this. It was just like fucking a literal dick shot
Yeah.
the whole for an hour.
This looks like I want to tell you about my day.
Yeah, I'm like.
I should have had a banana.
Tell me
this
more.
is cramping up right here.
Stupid.
I should have.
What do you think? What Cat Williams thinks of Kid Cudi wearing that dress?
Oh, he has some thoughts that we probably couldn't say on the spot.
Yeah.
Well, Cat's saying it's not me. It's not us.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Everybody likes Cat right now. Everybody's taking everything he said at face value. The 3,000 books thing. I was telling Vince yesterday. I was like,
dumb.
That's crazy.
Wait, what's the 3,000 books?
He said he read 3,000 books a year as a kid or something. He's like, and Kevin Hart was like, yes, Cat is the smartest person to ever live. He just hasn't told anybody for 40 years. He's just, and everyone's like, Kevin, you tried. I'm like, no, Kevin's kind of cooking right now, dude. He's like, he was a child genius and just lived his whole life that way and never brought it up in his stand-up ever.
I don't even think I've read like 50 books.
Bro, I'll be happy to read one book this year.
I read pretty often.
All right,
Yeah. How many books would you say you read last year?
It's weird because I had to read shit for school. I just had to read shit for school.
See
so
that
it's just
answer,
like,
bro?
if I had to add that in, that's probably like 30 things I had to read for school.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then probably probably like 50 things.
Bro, I read people.
Okay.
I read people's energy.
You read
man.
people's energy?
I read people's energy.
I read books. I read people.
You're like, all right, this girl's feeling uncomfortable. Let me move it.
Yeah.
What is
Let
that?
me double down.
I remember that thing I texted you guys. I was like, finally talked to my gym crush today. And you're like, what did you say? She said, please stop staring at me. And I was like, okay. I like spitting game at the gym, bro. People are like, don't spit game here. I'll spit game anywhere but at a bar. I don't like spitting game there.
Huh.
Yeah,
I feel nervous, too much pressure. I like spitting game
At a bar?
Yeah,
You feel
'cause
nervous there?
It's just because like that's the intention. But if I'm at Costco or Target, they're like, "What's this guy? What's his angle?"
Yeah.
You
It's more of like a meat cute.
Yeah, it's a meek. I like that. That's what I like.
I had mentioned this to you guys, but recently I was talking to this girl and she had like this cool jacket on, and the jacket had like eagles like pins on the shoulders, and I was like, oh, that's a really cool jacket. Did you thrift that? And she goes, I'm a Navy recruiter, and then just opened it up to show like her full uniform.
That's
funny.
That's kind of hot.
So now I'm in the Navy.
I'm a Navy recruiter.
Would you date a Navy girl?
That's interesting.
You know, if you date a military girl, she's for sure like leaning more right.
Oh, I didn't even think of that aspect. I was just thinking she's gone for like months at a time.
That is true. Yeah. She's gone for a little bit. She leans more right. She's like, Israel has a right to protect itself.
Ooh, nah, that last one's kind of a deal breaker.
But she got like a fatty on her.
Okay.
She got them bangs up top too.
The conversation is gonna happen, but
It will. But you can just be like, yeah, you're wild, girl.
and then if they die, do I get a pension?
Oh my God,
Oh,
bro.
yeah, that's
I don't
true.
know. It's a possibility.
Yeah, no, these are all good things.
They shoot women in war. If a girl
They shoot at them?
Well,
Yeah,
if they're in the Navy, I don't think they're gonna die.
yeah, they get sunk like the Titanic.
I don't think well, I think for me personally, I don't think I'd want to be near the water because I feel like dying in the water would be scary.
That's probably the scariest
like a
thing.
submarine and stuff like that.
You don't think just dying anywhere is scary?
Well, you heard me earlier. I just am afraid to die.
Yeah.
But
What do you worry that's going to happen though?
Well, all right. Like for example, like a while ago, I went to San Francisco. I did like a tour of a submarine, and it's kind of like hanging off the side.
Yeah.
And I went into a submarine, and it was very small and claustrophobic, and people would be on there for like long voyages, like months at a time.
Yeah.
I think that's terrifying. Like literally any second you could die, which is true anywhere.
Yeah.
But like just the environment of like
Being
death
Oh.
feeling like inevitable.
Yeah,
you know?
but death is just like a thing, you know? It's
What
like
do you mean?
You don't remember getting born, so you don't
Have you
probably
ever
not gonna
have you ever
remember
envisioned
dying.
a specific death, Vince?
No, I don't think so. I think that's probably good.
I think death could be cool.
I want to like have like a final destination thought where I'm like, oh man, this thing and then this thing and then this thing.
You're like, oh, I fucking left the stove on or something.
Yeah. Do you ever think that though? Like you're like, oh man, I'm gonna die like in an accident.
Probably a car accident.
I always think car accident. Just like every
You guys
time
both think that, huh?
Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
drive a lot.
it's just too crazy driving in LA. Like every time I park, when I've gotten to my destination, I've parked. I kind of have like a deep breath moment where I'm like, oh fuck, like I could have totally just died like 3 times on the way here. Like drivers are just so crazy that they're like moving so erratically.
Yeah,
That's interesting. I wonder what like the death rate like of automobile accidents are in Los Angeles because we have like the worst traffic in the world.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I wonder if it is true that you can die more easily here if it's somewhere else.
If I like, I leave like notes in my room in case I died. Like I'm like the buried treasure is hidden under, and then,
It's
I'm
like a vibrator.
Yeah. Dick pump. I'm like, Vince, I left
And a vibrator.
I left
It's like
this
that
for
old
you.
textbook thing where you flip to different pages
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
just a long scavenger just to be like, you are gay.
You are
Okay.
gay. All right, we'll take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back. We are back with Sleepover Pod.
One thing I wanted to bring up, Daniel, was you gave a best man speech recently.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Your brother got married. Congrats to the newlyweds.
Yeah, the newlyweds, dude. He's out of the house. It's very sad.
Is he?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
well, yeah, he doesn't live
Where
here.
do they move
I saw him the
to?
other day. That's why.
Yeah, he lives like literally right by Casabianca.
Oh, cool.
really?
Nice.
He's got to come home every day to like take the dogs out, walk them. the Roddy's and
It's
stuff.
a great pizza place too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, have you never? Dude, Casabianca's great. The wait's kind of long.
I went there one time and I knew a guy that worked there, and I was like, I was drinking water. I was like, bro, where'd you get this water? Flint, Michigan. And
this is when the Flint water crisis was
yeah,
going on.
bro, you want to know what's fucking?
They're still going through the crisis.
Yeah, they're still going through it. That's why they never fixed the water. We just stopped talking about
And
it.
Kyle Kuz was really from there, and he never fixed it.
That is
Big
some-
Sean's from there.
Yeah.
He didn't even fix it.
Really?
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Eminem's from there.
Bro, how you not gonna just have nice water? Bro, fucking Dasani's everywhere.
Just give everyone a Brita filter.
Give everyone a Brita filter, dude. But yeah, I gave a best man speech, man.
Yeah.
And I had to go up there and cook. I had to tell. It's really hard to summarize like how somebody is in your life in like under 5 minutes. You know?
Yeah. How did that feel when
It's
when you went up and then when you left?
I like how you say it's hard to like encapsulate someone, but then like 5% of your speech was talking shit about LeBron.
That was one part though. That's exactly. I talked about my dad a little bit, and something I said in the rules that he always had in life is like never. Two things I know about my dad. He hated to see his sons fight, and he hated LeBron James. And then I was like, he's like, don't fight with your brother. If you're gonna hate somebody, hate LeBron James.
That's funny.
Hate that cocksucker LeBron.
You had one of the funniest openings I've ever heard for a speech.
Oh yeah. So I go up there and I'm talking to all these people, and I say, before I begin my speech, I want to have a moment of silence with my older brother Hector, and then. Most maybe 50% know that he's actually not dead, and the other 50% is just like, oh, okay, let's just put our head down.
Yeah.
And I was like, he ain't dead. He's just living in Alabama.
I don't know which is worse.
I don't know which is worse. And it was off to a raucous start, dude. And everyone's like, this guy's up here cooking.
I kept joking with the people at our table that you would do the shit where you walk up holding a card, and then you're like, you throw it away, and you're like, I'm gonna speak from the heart.
That stupid ass LeBron shit got me so fucking annoyed when he did that. He did that for the Kobe's thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh my dad hate. I think that solidified his hate for LeBron.
That's crazy.
No man, fucking LeBron does piss me off now that I think about it. LeBron James, he's a good person. He's been with the same person since high school.
He's cheated though.
Maybe, but he's never had a big scandal. You know?
He's never gotten caught up, thankfully.
But goddamn, he's so annoying sometimes with the shit he says. Like, that's my favorite quote. That's my favorite quote.
That's my favorite.
That's my favorite quote.
He's like reading a book.
He's reading a book upside down.
There's that. It's famous because he's reading the autobiography of Malcolm X, and then he's clearly on the first page. Like, what do you think? He's like, he's got a lot of stuff to say, man.
He's so fucking vague. They're like, LeBron, how do you feel about Israel and Palestine? He's like, man, it's just really sad. They're doing too much out there. Like, who's doing too much? Man, it's just really sad. Man, it's just really.
It's that, and when he's singing lyrics in the car.
Oh, and just getting all the shit wrong.
We've been there.
What if we all just turn into what if we turn into an anti-LeBron? Well, you like LeBron, though.
I do like LeBron.
You were happy when he came. What were you happy? What were you happy about? LeBron to the Lakers or Shohei to the Dodgers?
Oh, I'm more scared about the Dodgers than anything else.
Scared?
I'm a Dodger fan. I'm always living on the edge, dude.
What the fuck are you scared
I
about?
expect them to win 100 games and then get swept by a division rival.
They have the greatest player of all. They did all this shit so that could never happen. They did that shit before all this, right?
You hear that, and then all it takes is one bad outing from Ohani in October, and it's like a meme. It's over.
Bro, you're fucking insane. You're this motherfucker.
Oh, he's not even gonna get to pitch this year either.
They don't even need his ass to pitch, bro. He's gonna be hitting them dingers.
Yeah.
Those dingers. Dude, I should play baseball. What would you guys do if something crazy in my life happened and I was like, I'm taking a break from stand up, and for 18 months I'm dedicating myself to become a professional baseball player?
I'd wonder what happened.
Really?
Yeah.
What switched up?
What would make you leave stand up?
Probably like some type of tragedy, and then just go back
like
to
Vince dying.
Yeah, Vince dying.
Wow.
No, I need Vince to see this shit though. Maybe like
From heaven?
Yeah, Vince. I'm dedicating my baseball career to Vince, and then
I feel like Vince would make hell cool.
You think so?
But all right, guys, let's brainstorm. Talking all the little demons.
The devil's.
No, I'm just thinking like sometimes you wear like weird fits and it just works, you know.
The devil's like, all
you
right,
you'd accommodate
all right.
yourself in hell.
Yeah.
The devil wears Rick Owens.
Do you think like after a while you kind of get used to being hot?
In hell?
Or do you think it would always feel like, oh, you're like,
For
fuck,
eternity,
it's too
for
hot.
sure.
Yeah, right.
For eternity,
I don't know, bro.
I think like give it like a year, I'd get used to it.
How many people can fit in hell though? Like it's crazy. Like there's so many people that are sinning.
well, they got 7 levels, you know.
Yeah, that's
That is
true.
true.
And
And
they're gentrifying the first level too.
that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
They gotta start
What I've
with-
also heard is that when hell is full, the dead shall walk the earth.
That's such a cool ass quote.
It is a really
It
cool
is
quote.
Not at all what the movie's about. I thought it was about that.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Wait,
damn.
Thriller? Or?
No,
No,
Dawn of the Dead.
the George Romero
Oh.
movie.
You know
Yeah.
when you like think you understand a movie and then you don't actually like. I was a kid, and my dad would be watching The Sopranos all the time, and I couldn't say the word, so I said the piranhas. So I thought that the show was about the fish. Like the fish, man eating fish. And then I was like, when are the piranhas going to come out? And he's like, they're coming later on. He'd say that every episode. He's like, they're coming. And then one day they were at the beach, and I was like, oh, fuck, this is what happens. And then I left the room, and then somebody died. And I'm like, what happened? He's like, the piranhas got it.
Piranhas.
Like, this son of a bitch. But what were we talking about?
That was a good zombie movie.
Oh, Dawn of the Dead?
Yeah.
Zack Snyder kind of cooked in that. That's my favorite intro.
Oh, that's one of his movies?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, wow.
Fucking slid.
I think that's my favorite Zack Snyder movie.
Probably
That or 300.
300? Dude, I just want to
Oh, he did that movie too?
Yeah.
You know how bad I want to kick a Persian person in the chest?
How bad?
Fucking, dude, into a hole?
Into a hole?
Into a
It's like
hole.
a bottomless pit or something, right?
bro. That movie.
I always love the scene where like, because he turns back to his wife and she gives like the look of approval. That's Vince all the time. It's like, can I go out?
Chief Keef should have been in that movie.
He gets kicked in the dirt?
No, because he keeps it 300.
Oh, I watched that movie again. I remember watching that movie so much, like as a kid, and I was like, why don't I have abs like these guys?
They're all
ripped,
ripped,
huh?
right?
They are part of
really?
CGI and a little bit. I mean, they're fucking buff as hell. But they got some contour. They look almost as buff as Davian for real.
Damn. He could have been a Spartan.
Bro, was a Spartan for real. Yeah, what are the Athens? The dudes from Athens that just like write all day. That's you.
The dude from Athens.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Average Athenian and then average Spartan. And David on the other side.
Athenian, what is your profession? I'm a potter, sir. I'm a potter.
I'm like writing philosophy. Some dude's throwing spears.
Yeah.
He's the biggest man I've ever seen. I could never see myself doing that. That's why no one will ever remember your name.
Oh, dude. Have you seen that Mike Tyson interview where they're like, Mike, who would you fight? Any fighter in history, who would you want to fight? And he's like, Achilles. And they're just like, what the fuck?
I feel like, dude, what's crazy is, if you were to ever time travel back and like smash like a hot chick, they would smell so bad.
Oh,
Bro,
yeah.
no, just that you would be like, all right, I'm gonna use a time machine to go smash somebody.
No, for sure. I've thought of this.
I've never thought of that.
Well, they're like, which historical person would you have sex with? And it's like, some people say like Cleopatra, and I'm like, dude, she probably smelled pretty bad.
I don't think people smelled good until like 1980. Like my dad, I've had this talk with my dad. He's like,
1980.
he said like everybody was ugly until the 80s. And I was like, are you sure? And he's like, look at these movies. And he's right. We're watching Roadhouse, and about Roadhouse is like, this is when people are just like regular hot. You know, I'm like, this person would be hot in any era. But some people in the 70s, it's like, ugh, they got like weird eyebrows.
Then you see
weird
Jennifer
hair.
Connelly.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is just an ageless wonder.
Well, she was 80s, I think.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
true,
but she's like fucking 12 in the 80s, Lewis. You gotta chill, bro.
Yeah, we got him.
We got him, dude.
Hey, bro, come in,
get
guys.
Malone. We got Carl Malone. in this
Oh, you
thing.
got Karl Malone.
Wait, every time one of us says something suspect, we have to put on the Karl Malone jersey.
The fucking mailman, dude. Yeah,
Josh Giddey jersey.
Josh, bro. Have you seen the interview with Josh Giddey when they're like, so we just have some questions? And he's like, no, I understand the question. I just can't answer it at the time.
He's Aussie too, which
yeah,
is
that's
fun as fuck.
fucking crazy.
He's Aussie?
Dude. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's Australian.
That's crazy.
Dude,
Down under.
I mean, I think it's different because it's like, you know how we wait until somebody's 18 and then you sleep with them, right?
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
that's the rule in like America. But I guess the down under, it's like the equator is the other way. So they once somebody's 18, they're just like that's too old. They gotta. That's crazy. It's a wildlife thing. I mean, this is how they are, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
No, you
It's a
can't judge
cultural
other
thing.
people's norms, you know?
It'd be ignorant for me to think.
Bro, I saw this video today, and it's like Trump whispering something to Epstein, and then Epstein does like a Vince laugh, where he's just like,
That's funny.
and the comment was just like, I know he was saying some funny ass shit.
Yeah, like people. Just the idea that Hawking was there.
Here's
crazy.
a question I've always had. We now call it Epstein's Island.
yeah.
But when they were pulling up, what was the name for the island? You know?
Yeah.
Were they calling it Epstein's place?
I
or-
think it was called Little St. James, right?
Oh,
That's
you're
I just
right,
remember
Little
that.
St. James, yeah.
Little Saint Nick.
sounds more creepy than Epstein's
Oh,
Island.
for sure, dude. I mean, it's crazy to have an island. Well, let's start there, you know, because that is just wild.
Vince, you have an island. How do you redecorate it?
It's already an island. Like, shouldn't it like be decorated already? Like
this fucking guy. No, you can like
make
say
it
video
cool?
game creator. Yeah, you can make it cool.
Oh, it's like Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Roller Coaster Tycoon.
All right, it's like Roller Coaster Tycoon. There's 2 loops on the roller coaster.
Hey,
Great.
that's kind of fucked up. That Epstein had a whole island for like kids, and then no roller coasters there.
No roller coasters, dude.
Pretty
That's the
fucked
number
up.
one thing you should have.
Cotton
It's
candy.
that cotton candy machine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the
What
third
else
thing?
would you put there, Daniel? Huh?
I mean, when I was there, bro, I was working. I did like, did you get to have fun? I'm like, bro, I was working, dude.
Ball pit.
Balls. There's a lot of balls. I'll tell you
yeah.
that. Bro,
Yeah.
Let's go
Epstein.
to Chuck E. Cheese after this.
Yeah.
Like, when's the last time you guys went to Chuck E. Cheese?
Probably when I was a teenager.
You can't go in as an adult, right?
You're not
you have
allowed
to
to,
have a- you have to be
yeah.
escorted by a
That's
kid.
so fucking funny. Someone's just like, nah, but let me just real quick.
I was like in a class like a couple years ago, and then someone brought up Chuck E. Cheese, and I brought up, I was like, oh yeah, and you can't go in there unless you have a kid, and everyone, like the whole class got quiet, and they're like, how do you know that? And I was like, I don't know, I've heard it over the years.
My uncle, he's just a weird guy. I was at a Chipotle this weekend, and this fucking tweaker was like fucking with like 12-year-old girls.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
He was just
no.
like tweaking, like doing that tweaky shit. And I was
Yeah.
paying for my food, and he just got up on their face, and he just wouldn't leave them alone, and they like ran out of the Chipotle before I could stop him.
Yeah.
I was sad. And then he like a girl also ran out. Like, everybody like evacuated the Chipotle, and I walked up to the guy. I was like, "Bro, are you good?" And he was like, "Fucking, you know how tweakers, they don't make any sense."
Yeah,
I
they're
was
just
like,
moving around.
Yeah, I was like, "Bro, yeah, you
They're
want?" I was
jostling.
like, "You want some chips?" And he's like, ah, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, and then right, he fucking stopped tweaking. He's like, "You know what, brother? I'm gonna take some chips." And he took some chips, and then he walked out of the Chipotle.
The moment of clarity.
Yeah, I was like, I de-escalated the situation, but I also lost the free chips that I got. That dude, he apparently he was banging on one of the workers in the Chipotle too.
oh like
That's funny.
He's like, "Where you from?" He had like fucking tattoos all over his face and
Damn.
like the little clown you know when you have like thing right here. and thing right
Oh,
here?
yeah.
Yeah, and he was just fucking harassing the Chipotle. Usually this shit happens at El Pollo Loco. You know the story.
El Pollo Loco activities.
Yeah, bro.
Chipotle's too nice.
I know. I was like, is no one gonna say anything? I was like, what the fuck?
Last time I ordered from Chipotle, the food is kind of cold.
Yeah, dude. Why?
I don't like that.
I don't like that the food is cold, bro.
I've heard the portions have gotten smaller too.
Yeah, dude. Everything's going crazy. Joe Biden is.
Joe Biden.
Biden
Yeah,
did this.
we're in 2024. That shit's crazy. Are you guys ready for all the political shit that's gonna happen this year?
Oh, it's gonna be rough.
It's gonna be annoying. dude.
Another election, right?
Yeah, another election.
That's crazy that that's going to happen already this year.
Yeah, 4 years has really flown by. You know, hanging out with the boys is the best 4 years of my life. No cap.
It's been crazy. It's been a ride.
It's been nuts, man. Wow.
Yeah,
And
that's the end of the pod.
What's crazy is your album might not even drop this year, Vince.
Oh yeah, I've been waiting for
That's
this.
funny.
I remember like I delayed a lot of shit because I was like, well, let's say Vince drops the album, we're all going to be
Yeah.
able to do some shows, and then they're like, nah, dude. And now I'm like looking at my wedding schedule. I'm like, well, I don't really have many weddings this year.
Well, then this is the year then.
I'm hoping.
That would make sense. You don't have anything
this
going
is the
on.
You get married.
Yeah, this is the dude. If I would you guys come to my wedding if I got married?
Like, how
What do
soon
you
are you
mean?
marrying
Why would
this
we
girl?
not go? Wait, why would we not go to your wedding if you got
I don't
married?
How
know,
soon are you
bro.
marrying her?
I don't
Like, you
know.
meet her and then, like, what, a month later?
If the future girl that I'm marrying is like a bitch, would you tell me?
We'd have to.
I couldn't tell you that.
You really?
You have to figure that out.
No, I'd want.
You
it's
wouldn't
your
tell
job
us?
as a friend, Vince.
It's not to tell you that like your girlfriend's like I don't know,
Bro,
dude.
that's
I
like
don't think that's my place to tell you
It
that.
is. That's
I
literally
think
your
that's like,
place as a
that's
friend.
like your family's place to tell you that.
bro. What are you? You don't consider? Damn, Vince doesn't consider himself.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but
Vince, you had the best man locked in already, but somehow you
Yeah.
have fumbled it.
Somehow
somehow you have
Luis is the
fumbled,
best man
you
now.
have
Fuck.
fumbled the best man.
Bro, Vince, I consider.
Is that really what you're supposed to do? Like,
yeah,
if
if, like, hey Vince, I don't know if you're making the right decision. If like some shit's happening, like
well, like if your girl's like messing around, I'm gonna tell you that.
let's say like a girl's
Okay.
like walking all over you, and she's like, and you're like, she just makes you like a bitch, and I'm like, Vince, I don't really know, and you're like, damn, now that you mention it, I see that way, and that's why you're like a good friend, you know. Like it's a best friend's job is to sometimes be hated by
By the girlfriend.
yeah, I think so.
They hated him because he spoke the truth, you know?
Just like Jesus.
Like,
are you guys
yeah,
ready
like
for?
Christ.
Are you guys ready for Passion of the Christ too?
I
Are
forgot
they actually doing that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and
just-
apparently it's about Jesus going through hell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's kinda cool.
Bro, he's going through hell like what's that movie, The Raid? Bro, he's going all the way up. He's like, brah, doof, doof, doof. Imagine.
Oh, like he has to fight his way out of hell?
Yeah,
That'd be a
basically.
pretty cool movie.
No, yeah, he's
Yeah.
going through hell and he's
Damn,
fucking
dude.
up everybody on the way out.
That's
Damn.
pretty sick.
I'd be pretty. That'd
be a hard movie, yeah.
It is. That's a movie that's happening.
But he
Wait,
Mel
he doesn't
Gibson.
have weapons, right? He's no weapons.
Oh, he is the
doesn't need
weapon.
him.
He is the weapon.
Jesus was.
Did I
a-
ever tell you guys that only time I've ever gone to the Rose Bowl
Mm-hmm.
was my family bought tickets for like a massive like rosary event, and it was called the Rosary Bowl.
What does that mean?
They do that. They do that at Angel Stadium sometimes too.
Oh, really?
Oh, the
They're like
harvest
church and stuff.
Just everyone prayed a rosary in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, I used
It's
to
like
go
a spirit bomb.
Like a spirit.
I used to go to those as a kid. My mom would take me.
They're trying to fuck up Majin Buu. Give me your power. But the dude from the Passion of the Christ pulled up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, who's like a huge
That's
MAGA
pretty
guy now.
funny. That's
Oh
pretty
yeah,
funny.
he was he's part of that Sound of Freedom shit or something. He's in that movie.
That's right.
I haven't seen that movie. I heard people are like it's crazy. I'm like I don't know. I want to see it. This shit looks tight.
Yeah, it's about human trafficking and shit.
Oh, wow.
Fucking beep beep
Beep beep.
beep beep. Some people in the way.
Yeah, human traffic.
You know, Disneyland is one of like the
Digiland?
Disneyland
It's
is
a digital world.
People get human trafficked at Disneyland.
Yeah, apparently it's one of the biggest human trafficking places in the world. Or
Disneyland.
Disney World.
I can see that more as Disney World. Yeah.
More as Disney. Yeah, because Disneyland, that shit is like, bro, there's barely any room over here. No, but fucking, you know what I mean?
When you're at Disneyland, you're like, maybe if I had a little more space right there, I could take that kid.
There's like Disney World is literally like fucking 5 parks, right?
Yeah.
Disneyland is like, how the fuck are you gonna human traffic, bro? It's like
It's crazy.
It's crazy, dude. In Splash Mountain.
Yeah, Disney World, you just like go into the swamp or some shit.
Yeah,
I don't
you just
know.
there's a literal like people can actually get eaten by alligators at Disney
Yeah,
World.
and it has happened.
That's fucking crazy.
Dude, fucking our friend Alec, one time he was showing me these videos of this dudes who break into like Disney World, and it's crazy because these are just the most autistic people I've ever seen. Like,
You've seen me.
which just goes to show you how crazy these videos are. Like this dude broke into like this weird like just managerial building in Disney World, got to the top floor, and the employees are like, what are you doing here? And he's like, I just went through one wrong door and I ended up here. And they're like, there's like 50 doors and like flights of stairs you have to go up to like get here. Like, they're just like still being like Disney employees.
Yeah.
And they kick him out. And the motherfucker goes back up one more time and tries doing the I don't know what happened. And they're like, all right, we saw you here one time before. He got like permanently banned. Like, dude, you got away with it one time. I don't know why you went back in.
Yeah, that's pretty like crazy that they even let him do it that one time.
Yeah.
You know?
A killer always goes back to the scene of the crime. You know.
Shit.
I always thought that was interesting to hear that.
I mean, let's say you kill somebody, right? You're like, well,
Have you ever thought about how you'd kill someone, Vince?
I would never kill someone.
Vince, you never say never.
Never
dude.
say never.
Vince is
Maybe Davian after what he does to Joanna. You know? Maybe.
What if some shit?
Nice
what,
callback.
What if some shit? He is buff, bro.
He is
like,
too buff.
dude,
If you guys saw the picture, you'd see why Daniel and I are so fucking concerned right now.
it's because like, bro is like he's making me work harder now, and I'm like, bro, I like that shit. Like, I see the young generation coming. I'm like,
Wait, Vince,
He knows when he needs
Vince,
security.
Yeah.
Are you gonna fuck this dude up? He just said it makes me harder, and then he's like, and then I want to be.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell him to block you, bro.
that makes me work.
I'm gonna have him block you.
Yeah.
It makes me work harder,
Hey,
and I
come
like
here,
that shit.
I like that.
Like,
These,
bro,
these young motherfuckers get in my car. Bro has that high school strength right now, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
Vince used to be able to do push-ups in high school,
Yeah,
dude.
Vince was the most athletic person out of the three of us for a time.
Yeah.
Can you guys write down in the comments? Do you guys believe that the Vince was the most? Of course, yeah, Vince.
Yeah.
Write down in the comics something I already believe.
See, you never. What if you and him go to the gym together one time,
Yeah, we could do it.
and then do that every single day? Because
Yeah. He wants to go today.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell him. Let me take him to the gym, bro. Wait, isn't he?
Wait, why
in
doesn't he
school?
run to the gym? That's just extra cardio right there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let me take him to the hot
Wait,
gym,
you
bro.
guys live right down the street, right?
Yeah.
Bro, he could just.
He's not allowed to go to the gym that I go to until he's an adult, like 18.
Oh.
Yeah.
Once he's 18,
Some gyms are like
dude,
that, yeah.
I'm taking him to that cool one. He's going to see all the ass he wants, and he's
Yeah.
going to be like, dude, this is my domain.
Everything the light touches.
Everything the light touches could be
Is he
yours.
still with his girl?
Yeah.
He has
That's
a girl?
cute.
Yeah.
What is he doing, dude?
For,
You know, let him have a
Dude,
girl
he's
right
more
now.
ripped than you. He's got more.
I know,
got more
he's
bitches than you.
he's that boy staying. He's clapping cheeks in your house.
not my house. Not my house.
What would you do if he was in your room and like you walk in and another girl's in there? He's like, "Oh yeah, chill." Would you get mad?
Yeah, Vince, if your brother was like Can I use your back room to?
No,
why not?
Nah, because
Bro, come on,
Nah,
dude.
I'm not gonna-
What?
My brother would let me do anything, bro. Like, come on, man. You're the older brother.
Why
I
not?
feel like he's still like young. Like I don't want to make a mistake.
So Vince,
Vince-
I don't want to feel like I'm
How old is
responsible
he?
for a mistake that he's
How old
making.
is he?
He's like 16.
How old were you?
I lost my virginity at 16.
Come on,
but I didn't
bro.
ask anybody if I could
Nah.
use their house or like that.
You're being a fucking.
you did at her house though.
Yeah.
No, I didn't use.
You're being a dick, though. Honestly, like you're my friend, and it's my job to tell you when you're being a dick. Like, let him.
Wow.
Let
What
him
about your
cook.
car?
Not in your car
I don't
either.
know. I don't know.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I don't know.
So
David,
I don't know.
you'd rather have him do it like in, somewhere where he can get hurt or somewhere where he can get arrested.
What if he like? What if he has like loses virginity in an alley and there's like needles out? You know,
Yeah, dude.
That's a bad judgment call for him to make.
Let him.
it's because you didn't give him the option of
That's
going to
funny.
your bed.
That's funny.
He's a good guy, dude. I like that he's buff as hell.
Yeah, he's so strong.
You can just put some towels on the bed.
Yeah, put some down. It's family, bro. So it's basically the same shit.
You're right. I didn't think of that.
Yeah. Vince hates this conversation.
I'm sorry.
I think about
Vince.
my 16-year-old brother fucking somebody.
Hey, bro. I mean, you're not
You
supposed
did
to.
it?
Yeah, you did it.
I did. Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah.
it feel sick when you were 16 years old when you did that?
Yeah, it was cool.
What song was playing?
First Day of My Life by Brad Ice.
Did you feel like
Wasn't it the first day of your life?
It was the first day of my life. Dude.
That's the
Yeah.
old Vince, dude.
Yeah.
The
That's nuts, dude.
Yeah, I remember you talked to me about it. We were at the Comedy Store and we were like 17. You're like, dude, have you had sex yet? And I was like, nah, man. And you're like, he's like, yeah, I have it like every other day. And I was like, dude,
I fell asleep on the bus ride back home.
that's what good.
That's a good pussy mention, dude.
You fell asleep on public transportation.
And what's crazy is Vince had a car. He just took the bus back for no reason.
I was like, spin the block real quick.
Were you listening to music?
Like when I was going back home.
Yeah, on the bus. You had like headphones?
I don't think I did. I think I just listened to the sounds of the city.
It's like In the City by Joe Walsh just playing in your head.
Dun, dun.
You got to
Yeah.
fight your way back to Glasso Park. Have you ever been caught by like a parent?
No, never.
No, have you?
No,
You have?
Nah, by the cops only, but
oh, that's
Yeah.
right. That was
yeah,
pretty
they
funny.
fucking that
They're
was.
like, who's that little boy?
I didn't know the island had that much security, dude.
You're like, no, I'm with Epstein. I'm with Epstein.
Yeah, if you're, let's say you walk, you're let's say you're stupid. If you're, let's say you're like 40 years old, right, or 45.
Cool, yeah.
You have a son.
Yes.
You walk in on your son and he's clapping them cheeks in your bed. Do
In
you
my
get
bed, that's disrespectful.
That's disrespectful.
Disrespectful,
Because he has his own bed. What the fuck?
Yeah, why did I buy a race car bed?
Bro, because
he's not going to use
He
it.
probably has a twin bed, and he knows that his dad has that king size bed, but and he wants to like impress his girl.
That's for me breaking his mom's back.
Dude.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, his mom.
It's for me and Jeanette McCurdy, you know?
You'd get really mad though.
Yeah, I'd be like, don't touch my stuff.
You don't touch my
No, for real, like, don't touch my shit. That's the reason why you have a room. I have a room full of my shit, and your room's full of your shit. Touch your shit.
touch your shit.
Touch your shit. Don't touch my
Bro,
shit.
everything-
That's what the whole purpose of a room is that you separate your shit from another person's stuff.
Yeah, them doing it in your bed is like a power thing, which
Yeah.
is disrespectful.
What
It
about
is,
that?
yeah. That's like if you use my toothbrush, you'd be like, what the fuck? You have your own toothbrush.
That's if you use my own toothbrush and put it inside a girl. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
It's like, that's not how you use it.
Vince walks in the room like player 3 has entered the game.
I feel like your son is gonna be a menace, Dan.
I hope so. I hope so. That's why when people are always just like, "Can you believe what they're teaching the children?" I'm like, "Bro, my son isn't gonna give a fuck, dude. He's gonna be if he's like me in middle school, he's just gonna be laughing at. Like, do you remember anything that we like learned in middle school?
like just generally or like
Like,
subject
let's say the
wise?
sexual stuff because everyone's freaking out about what they're teaching kids, and I'm like, bro, they taught me that shit.
I wish they
wasn't
taught me more.
I remember
Yeah.
they had we already had girls who were pregnant at our middle school.
That
Yeah.
is
So it's
true,
kind
yeah.
of like, yeah, we know what the fuck happened.
we know what's going on, dude.
We all had like Pornhub.
Oh
Yeah.
man, was it? No, I think Red.
You watch it on
was back
you
then,
watch
man.
porn on a PSP.
Dude.
I watched it first on Pornhub.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Vince, somebody told me about RedTube. I think Vince told me.
RedTube.
Vince
Yeah, I think that was like an early one.
Meatspin.com.
Yeah, ask.com also was big.
Ass.com.
Well, ASK.
Oh.
For
Yeah.
some reason, like ask.com, this guy told me type in erasers on ask.com. And I typed it in and just like titties came out. And I was like, what the hell is going on? And you would just type in anything to ask.com and just like sometimes like porn would just pop up.
That's pretty sick.
And it was actually pretty cool. I do it on the school computer.
Those search engines, dude.
And all the girls.
It was funny to Google porn stars at the library in Irving.
Yeah, people don't remember the ones.
Then
that
you
were,
print it out.
Isn't it
You
crazy?
take it home.
The ones that
You
were
put it in your binder.
Yeah,
the ones that
you
were
turn in
big.
the wrong thing. You turn in the picture
Stupid.
of the porn star, but you jerk off to your homework.
And you still get an A?
You're like, middle school is not that hard.
You ever think about the ones that were big in like 2007, 2005?
Like
Porn
Katie
stars?
Morgan.
Yeah, Katie Morgan. That's the only one I can remember.
She was
dude.
huge.
She was
I think Riley Reid was. Well, maybe Riley Reid was when we were in high school.
Yeah, we're high school. I'm talking about like middle school. Oh wait.
Alexis, Texas, was that around that
Yeah,
time?
but I was never into her though. Like, I'm not into the big.
Yeah,
big
I'm a
boobs.
Cali boy.
He's not a you're a Cali boy. Dude. What if we all gave up porn for 1 year to see where our life changed?
Ooh.
Oh no,
Fucking end them.
that's a good place
That
to
was the
end it.
longest silence we had. Is where we all contemplated not watching porn. For
I feel like it would probably be good for me if I just stopped watching it.
Instagram is basically porn at this point. That's
Yeah.
like the
It
feels
thing.
like
It's
it, yeah.
crazy. Like I look at Vince's Explore page, and that shit is like a fucking jungle, dude. It's like insane.
So I guess my Explore page is just like video games and vintage and like.
What's crazy was on the way to the Eagles concert, I was in the back seat with our friend Sean. I made it sound sexual for some reason.
Oh yeah, dude.
yeah.
You were exploring him, huh?
Yeah.
He was just like, "Do you want to rate people's outfits on Instagram?" I'm like, "Sure." And he typed in fit and just ass, and then we're like, "All right, fit outfits," and then just more ass. And then
Yeah.
at one point we put fit men, and then still just women's ass came up. Like it was fucking crazy.
Yeah, because fitness is big on Instagram, dude. But
guess it is,
before
yeah.
we wrap up, though, we went to the Eagles concert,
Yeah.
and then we took our friend Sean, and it was his first time cruising down Figueroa.
Oh really?
I forgot we went down
We had to go down. Fig.
While we were playing.
One of these nights. And
Beautiful.
It was beautiful.
To remind you.
Dude, Fig, what a wild ride. Sean was like begging to get out of the car. He was like,
So just Fig is a stretch where not prostitution is legal, but it is very much looked the other way.
it's wide in the open. It's like out there in the open. Like you're just cruising down the road, and then people make rights or they make lefts, and there's just like fucking like drive-through cars.
It was crazy. Like there'd be women like lined up at the front of the street, and then it was like a Starbucks line behind them of dudes
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like waiting.
That shit's like Chick-fil-A, dude. They're just pulling up to your car and they're taking your
Great
order.
customer service.
It's in and out, dude.
Yeah, dude, it was so cold.
Wait, the prostitutes even have like the that one screen.
They bring it out. They're like, "So what do you want?"
I
like pull up to window 2.
At this point, I feel like the prostitutes on Fig are gonna have an iPad too.
I can see it. Honestly.
Would you give them the 20%?
They flip the screen?
Flip the screen.
They have the screen.
Do you want your receipt? I'm like, no receipt.
Honestly, even seeing those girls, I can see why some of them would like get saved. You know?
Yeah. Do you think you would do that?
Oh, never.
Save a
Well,
hooker.
let's say you met that same girl,
Okay.
right? But
Outside of that situation.
outside that situation, you don't know her history. You're hitting it off pretty good. Would you still do it, or would you feel like that's like a tainted image?
I'd be too scared of getting something.
Okay.
Yeah.
What when she gets tested and it's all
Oh,
good?
then sure. Yeah.
yeah. How many bodies has she gone on?
But I wouldn't care at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really care about bodies either. dude.
Really? I think it's
Yeah.
just one that somebody's paying for it. I'm like, it's a little different, you know. If she was just for the streets, I'm like, you know.
Honestly, part of me feels like, and this is the same way with strip clubs, is like, it doesn't seem appealing because you are paying for it. Like, I'd rather feel the genuine connection of like, oh, they're attracted to me, and that's
Yeah.
why they're in this situation, rather than like, oh, I paid for it.
Yeah.
Look, man, it doesn't matter how many people have lived in the house. I'm just happy to have a roof over my head.
I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy. I'm just happy.
Thank you guys for watching Sleepover.
Yeah.
You guys are the best.
We will see you guys. I'm Danny Cabral.
I'm Vince Caldera.
I'm Luis Lemos.
See you guys next time.